Welcome back. So in this video we will try to fix this sliding image. So we're gonna add a default image when the slide is not selected with this block we just created, and then when the client or the merchant select a block here, we're going to show or display the correct image or images. Okay, so what I'm going to do, let's go back to our VS Code. So here we have slide 3. Let me reduce it. We have slide 2 and we have slide 1 over here. So what I'm going to do, I will delete slide 2 and slide 3. And as it is a repeating slide, we're gonna give the merchant the possibility to add from 1 to 3 slides. We need now to check if the slide is selected. If yes, then we're gonna display what is selected. If it is not selected, we're gonna display the default. Okay, and this default, I'm going to use the image placeholder we saw earlier. I'm going to use this, let's say either lifestyle 1 or either lifestyle 2. All right, so let me go with the lifestyle 2. Let me copy that, and it's showing you here how to use it. So you're gonna use the double curlies like this. Okay, and then inside you're gonna reference one of the names placeholder like this, and you're gonna wrap it inside quote or double quote, and then you're gonna add a filter and placeholder SVG tag. That's the name of the filter. Okay, so the filter is the pipe, and that's the name of the filter that you're gonna add. All right, and you can also, if you want, to add some class to this filter or to this image that you're copying from here, and it is shown here. So you can use either a custom class like this, or you can use some Tailwind class or some Bootstrap in the case you're using Bootstrap here, if of course it's possible. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm gonna copy this one, and I will go back to VS Code, and here we're gonna set a condition. So first of all, we need to be able to know if the merchant selected the block here. Okay, so if you add the block slide image, then it is selected. So in this case, we want to display the image is going to pick over here. All right, but in the case it's not selected, we don't want to leave it just blank like this. We need to show some placeholder to indicate to the merchant that you must add an image of your choice to represent your store. So what I'm going to do, I will go back to VS Code, and first of all to set a condition. So on top of the slide 1, I'm going to add a condition. So I'm gonna say if. So we want to check if the section that block exists. So to do that, we're going to use the size property. So it's going to be section that blocks that size, and if this size, before to continue, let me show you how it's going to look. So let me just cut it, comment this if, and just under the section let me print 1 just to see if it's coming. So if I go back here, I should have some 1 appearing over here, but I see nothing. Okay, the 1 is over here, sorry, the 1 is over here. So now let's try to section that blocks that size. So we want to see the size property. So normally if nothing is selected from the customizer, we're gonna get a 0. But watch when we click on add sliding image, it's gonna turn to 1. And if I add another 1, because I set the limit here to be 3, so if I add another 1, it's going to be 2, and etc. If I add a last 1, it's going to be 3. So we want to set the condition to check this size property. So if it is equal to 0, then we want to display the default placeholder image. All right, so let's delete this one for now. Let's save it, and I hope you understand the concept. So let me catch this one, delete this curly braces, and let's remove this comment. And now we're gonna create this condition. So we're gonna say if section that blocks, actually I already copied like this. So if section that blocks that size is different than 0, then we want to display the correct image chosen from the merchant inside the customizer. But in the case this is not true, we want to add another condition or an else condition. So in the case this is not true, so we want to add this a tag here to be as the default image, and we're just going to replace this image here with our placeholder. So I will go back to placeholder image, and I'm going to first of all copy what we have here like this. Okay, and I'm going to place it just under the image for now, and I will go a little bit on top, and I will look for lifestyle 1 or 2, choose whatever you want, and I'm going to replace it over here. Okay, so it's going to be lifestyle -2, and then you need to have this pipe to add the filter, which is placeholder SVG tag, and then we have a custom class here that we can remove and replace it with what we have over here, and cut it and add it like that. And I can remove this image tag and we should be okay like this. If I save it and I go back to my code, and there you go, we have this as the default image. So in the case the merchant does not choose any sliding block so far, we're gonna have this displayed as a default image. All right, so in the case now, if the merchant decide to add an image hero, as you can see, the default image disappeared. Makes sense. So let me save it. And if you want to add it, now we need to set a condition now. I mean, we need now to loop it, because remember, it could be either one block of the sliding image, it could be either 2 blocks, okay, it could be either 3 blocks set per our limit. Of course, it could be 10 blocks here of only image hero, depends on the situation, but in our case we have only 3. So as we have these 3 like this, we want to display one by one, and we want to display the correct one, let's say each 3 seconds. Okay, we use some JavaScript here. So to do that, we need to loop these blocks and then to display the correct one. So I'm gonna go back to my code, and just before the else, I'm going to write a for loop. All right, and the for loop is going to be against the section that blocks. All right, and we're gonna give it a variable name. Let's call it slider. Okay, and now we need to set some conditions. So we're gonna either use the if statement or we're gonna use the case statement. So most of the time in this situation, it's better to use a case statement, and we're gonna use the case statement against the slider. Okay, and if you add the dot, then you have access to the ID, to the settings, and etc. We're looking for the type, and we want to show a condition depends on the type, and in this case we want to check the condition when the slider.type is equal to the condition we set here, which is sliding image, because we can have bunch of blocks here up to 50, remember. Okay, so when the condition is equal to sliding image, now we want to display again the correct image that the merchant is going to pick. So now I want to remove this else, and here I'm going to paste this a tag again, and I'm going to remove this placeholder tag, and we're going to write another double curly, and here we're gonna say we're gonna access the slider dot settings, because we're looking for now the image, and it is inside this blocks, and we're looking for this image picker type settings, and we want the ID, which is hero image. So I'm gonna copy that, and I'm gonna come here, and I'm gonna add the ID like this, and I will give it a pipe to add a filter, and we're gonna say here image URL. We're gonna give it, let's say, a width of 1200 and the height of 1200 as well, and we're gonna add another filter using a pipe, and we're gonna give it an image tag. And for now, let's save it, and inside the a tag here we can also add a setting for the URL. Okay, so it's going to be slider.settings dot, let me go and copy, it is called hero URL, and let's add it here, and now we should be okay. So let's go back and check if everything went correctly, and it seems like no, we have an error, invalid input URL input. Interesting. Let me remove all the tags here to debug to see what's going on. So if I add an image sliding, so I have this invalid URL input, so let's save it. First of all, let me explain why we have this error, because even though we're adding this block like this, but as you can see, we have an empty image here. We have not chosen any image yet. So to be sure to not get this error, so we need to be sure to always add a condition displaying if the image is selected here or not. So what we're going to do, I'm gonna come over here. Okay, so I'm gonna copy this slider settings that hero image. I'm gonna copy that, and on top of this double curlies inside the a tag, of course, I'm going to add a condition, and we're gonna say if slider.settings.hero image is different than blank, then we want to add this slider here. But we don't want to leave it empty, do we? As you can see, we're gonna get rid of this error, but the hero so far is still empty because we did not select any image so far here. We can either leave it like this, it's very up to you, but for me, I think I will add again this slider here. Let me just copy this else again, okay, and I'm gonna add it just below the sliding settings here image, okay, and I'm gonna paste it here. So we're gonna have an else here, and we're gonna have still a placeholder image just in the case the merchants did not add the image yet, so it's still there as a placeholder. And in this case now we're gonna add an image. So if you go before to continue, if you want, you can use the image we did have inside our GitHub here. You can go and just copy these images, but you need to add it inside your Shopify admin. What I did, I went to the live website and I copied like the current images. Okay, so let me show you. All right, so I went and I copied like the current image here and etc. It's like 3, so copy all of these 3 and you can come to use it here. So I'm gonna select an image here and I will use this one as the first one, and if I save it, and you're gonna see that it's going to replace the image right here, and now we have the correct images appear right here. But as you can see, it looks a little bit smaller. If I go back here and I refresh, it looks like this, and we want it to take the full width and somehow the height that we set. So what I'm going to do, I will go back to VS Code and I will copy these classes here, and I will come back to my if statement, and inside the image URL I will add a class, because you can do that. You can add also a class with the image tag. So the syntax is like this: you add a colon, you write the keyword class, you add again a colon, and then you add this quote or double quote, and then I'm going to paste the code I just copied, and if I save it, and we should be golden. So now we have the correct image size, the height and the width, and you can see it's a bit blurry. So if it is blurry, maybe you can come to play with the width here and the height. I'm not gonna do that. Okay, and of course then you can add another image, but here's a bit some stuff happening here. I think this is CSS. Let's not worry about it now. Let's add another image and let's save it. Let me go add another image again. Let me go and save it. There you go, and we should be okay. And if I come here and I refresh, and it's going to be like sliding like after a couple of seconds. So last thing that we forgot to do is to add the CSS. It seems like it's not sliding, so let me go add the CSS. So if you go back to VS Code here, to the GitHub repository, and you go look for the CSS, I believe is inside the source. Yeah, so you have it inside the source directory, and it is over here. You have the hero.css. So I'm gonna copy all of this, and I'm gonna go back to my VS Code. I'm going to create a file inside the assets. You know what? I can do it over here like this directly, because maybe I want to play with the animation a little bit. So let me just do it for now. Let's add it here. So I'm gonna create a style tag, and I will paste this code here, and I will save it. And if I go back to my VS Code and I refresh, everything seems to be okay so far. And yeah, so we have added correctly the hero section, and as you can see, the animation, it's also working.